In a vast kingdom, surrounded by silver rivers and golden fields, there lived a young king named Alaric. At only 23, he had inherited the throne after his mother, Queen Helena, passed away. Though courageous and kind-hearted, Alaric often struggled with controlling his emotions, especially his anger. Fortunately, he was not alone. Since childhood, he had been guided by Master Rowan, a gentle, gray-haired scholar who had taught him history, strategy, and most importantly, the virtues of patience and thoughtful decision-making. Rowan was more than a teacher. He was the king's closest advisor and a second father. For 2 peaceful years, the kingdom flourished. Crops grew well, traders traveled freely, and the people lived happily. But one autumn, a sudden crisis struck. A miscalculation in the storage plans left the kingdom short of grain. Villagers complained, merchants panicked, and fear began to spread. When the council gathered to discuss the problem, King Alaric, troubled and exhausted, demanded an explanation. Rowan stepped forward, bowed, and admitted he had underestimated the amount of grain needed for the coming winter. The king's face flushed with anger. "You failed your duty," Alaric snapped. "Because of your mistake, my people suffer. Leave the kingdom at once and do not return." A hush fell over the room. Rowan, with sorrowful eyes, simply nodded. Without bitterness, he packed his few belongings and departed silently. Rowan traveled far until he reached a quiet valley surrounded by hills. He settled in a small village named Hollowbrook, where he lived simply as a gardener. Though he possessed enough wealth to live comfortably, he chose modesty, finding peace in planting vegetables and teaching children to read. Before long, the villagers grew fond of him, seeking his advice on disputes, farming, and village gatherings. Back in the kingdom, however, things were not going well. King Alaric struggled without Rowan's guidance. Problems that once seemed simple now felt heavy and confusing. Every night he thought about his former advisor, the man who had raised him, comforted him, and taught him everything he knew. Slowly, regret began to bloom in the young king's heart. "I acted out of anger," he admitted to himself. "And in doing so, I cast away the wisest man I had." Determined to correct his mistake, Alaric sent messengers across the land, searching every town and village for Rowan. Weeks turned into months, yet no one could find him. One evening, Alaric remembered one of Rowan's teachings: "Wisdom leaves traces wherever it goes." Inspired, the king devised a test to reveal the missing scholar. He ordered every village in the kingdom to receive a sealed box made of cedar wood. Inside each box was a scroll with a simple instruction: "Return this box filled with wisdom within 30 days. If you cannot, return it filled with gold." The couriers delivered the mysterious boxes, causing confusion from one settlement to the next. When Hollowbrook's village leader received the box. She was baffled. The villagers gathered around Rowan, pleading for help. "We have little gold," they said anxiously. "And how can wisdom fill a box?" Rowan smiled gently. "Give me the box. I will find a way before the month ends." Though uncertain, the villagers trusted him and went back to their homes with hopeful hearts. Rowan took the cedar box to his garden and sat beside the small plot where young plants grew. As he pondered, something caught his eye, a tiny sapling bending gently in the breeze. A spark of inspiration lit up his mind. He removed the lid of the cedar box and carefully placed the small sapling inside, allowing its roots to remain in the soil beneath. Every day he tended it, watering it just enough, protecting it from insects and wind. Slowly, the sapling grew taller and thicker, filling the box completely. When it was strong enough, Rowan gently cut the roots that connected it to the ground. The tree, now firmly grown inside the box, could no longer be removed without breaking the wood apart. It was a living symbol of patience, care, and thoughtful action. Rowan packed the box with the tree still rooted within and sent it back to the palace. When King Alaric opened the returned box and saw the flourishing sapling inside, his eyes widened in amazement. A tree grown inside a sealed box. "This is no ordinary mind," he murmured. "This is Rowan's work only. He would solve a problem with patience rather than force." Without hesitation, Alaric saddled his horse and set out himself to find the village where the sapling had come from. When he arrived in Hollowbrook and saw Rowan tending his garden, the king dismounted and approached him with humility. "Master Rowan," Alaric said quietly, "I wronged you. My anger clouded my judgment. Will you forgive me?" Rowan smiled warmly. "Anger is a fire, Your Majesty. It destroys whatever stands too close. But the heart that learns from its mistakes grows stronger like this tree." Alaric bowed his head. "Please return with me. The kingdom needs your wisdom, and so do I." Rowan gently placed a hand on the king's shoulder. "I will come, if only to teach you what patience can build. Do not make decisions when anger burns within you. Strong emotions blur wisdom and lead to regret. Instead, breathe, wait, and think. A calm mind opens doors that anger usually slams shut. Wisdom grows slowly like a seed, nourished by patience, kindness, and understanding."